And I'm Autumn.
And together we're Morning Stitches. Welcome to our channel. We were a little busy yesterday. Well, actually, Autumn had homework, so she had to get it done, so we waited till today.
Yeah.
Is it done?
It is done. Well, I had to turn it in.
Okay. So, in the interest of homework, we had to wait till today to do our video number 13. So, as usual, same old stuff. Except it was the last week of the month, so we have haul. Autumn has a couple things, and I have a few things. So, anyway, shall we get started, Autumn?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, let's just jump right in. What I worked on this week, I have whips. Autumn did not. She was busy, so guilt. No,
I was.
Stitching should not be guilty. It's just for
I
fun.
was doing things.
Yeah, you're busy. Saturday, she got to go to the park and took the dog, and then went to a friend's house. So.
Technically a hiking trail.
Yeah, a big long hiking trail for a couple hours. And the dog has slept for 3 days. So that's been kind of nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I worked on, I started and got quite a little bit done on the graduation design. Bobby G Designs, congrats. I got up to the G. So here's where I am.
You got a lot done, Mom.
I did. It's a pretty fast stitch so far. And I'm enjoying it. It's fun colors and easy. So that's the first thing I worked on. Then I continued on with the February bunnies. I haven't shown these in a while because I just started them. From the Just Cross Stitch February 2018.
The creepy eyeless deer on the front.
Yes.
I stand by that. That's really creepy.
It is a little bit.
You couldn't have, backstitched something? I don't know.
Put a French knot in there. You want to show? I'm doing February, the one that's be mine. Here you go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll show it.
I just thought those were so cute, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the next magazine and see what March and April look like.
They're really cute. Hopefully those aren't the only two cute ones.
Yeah,
that'd be disappointing. Like the rest of the year.
It's like, no, I don't like this. Anyway, I just really worked on the border. So I got a good start on the border.
I like the border.
Yeah, it's really pretty, huh? It's not complicated. Just follow along. And then I had my dilemma on, if you remember from Flosstube number 12, on which snowman I should do, if I should do in the meadow or the Let It Snow. Well, I started in the meadow and I got a little bit done and I'm looking at it and I'm like, is that going to fit on that fabric? Yeah. No. So, yeah, it got put away.
I came home from school and I'm like, oh, you got a lot done. And Mom was like, it's not the right size.
Yeah, so it kind of, I don't know what I was thinking. Have you ever done that? Just cut it wrong? I don't know.
That was really off, though, Mom.
No, I would.
It's not like you were off by an inch. You were off.
It was embarrassing off, so I wasted all that time. But, well.
There's not much else to say, Mom.
What else can I do about it? So, what I did do was hop onto 1, 2, 3 Stitch and get me some blue fabric. And because you can't just get fabric, that was an expensive fabric because I got a lot more. So that'll be in our February haul. You can't just get fabric.
Oh, no, of course not.
No, why would you do that? Not when they're calling your name. Order me. And yeah, I did. So instead, I worked a little bit on this one, the Stony Creek Let It Snow banner, the other one. So anyway, I did get a little bit of that done. You know, since I wasted a day working on in the meadow, it's not where it should be. But anyway, here's where I am.
I feel like I'm drowning in.
Yeah, this is long. This one I have enough fabric. Yeah, here we go. That's the first 3 letters of let. Or the only 3 letters of let.
My mind went.
The 3 snowflakes. I don't know if you can see that on there. But that, here, can you show that maybe?
I don't think they can.
That, you can see it here. You can see it in real life. It's just supposed to be a real subtle snowflake. And that
I think they can kind of see it.
Yeah, and that's what was stitched with this. The Pearl Cotton DMC. Oh, I wish I could remember the number. Let me look. Number 12. So, first time I ever did any stitching with DMC Pearl Cotton number 12. And I think that was just to give it a subtle effect. And it's subtle. I mean, you can see it here in person. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but it is, well, it's kind of, it is subtle, but it's very pretty.
Yeah.
I think that might be one of the reasons it's very pretty.
Because it is such a subtle. Yeah, because on the pattern, you can't really see them on there either.
You can kind of see them.
Yeah.
They're nice and subtle. I think it's pretty looking.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's what I worked on. 3 projects. Well, 3 and the cutaway and throwaway piece. Yeah. Because I wasn't going to frog all of that, so I just took off the top part of it. Because I don't start in the middle, I start in the left corner. Which is good, because that saved me having to do that. Anyway, so that's what I worked on for week 3 of the month. And so moving on to what I'm going to work on this week, which is the final week of January, is back to my stitch-alongs that I was doing. And I even worked on one a little bit today, because it's Monday. Carolyn Manning Designs, the Winter Labyrinth.
I love that needle minder. It's
so yeah, this is one of my new ones that came in. That was from the haul. Anyway, here's my what did I say? Carolyn Manning Winter Garden Labyrinth Stitch Along. And here is where I got to, and I did a little bit more of the. I have no idea if I'm in camera when I do this.
No, really not.
Autumn has to take over. So there's the whole thing, just in case you didn't get it done. And then a little bit of the white that I did work on. So
you were way off.
It's just a repeat, it's just the repeat of this onto the other side. And I'm going to work on that again tomorrow. So I'll work on this one Monday and Tuesday, today and tomorrow. And it's been a perfect day to stitch because it's been so rainy.
It's been nice and cool in my school because it's been kind of cold and rainy.
Yeah, but it's not cold. It's getting colder, but it's not freezing. Yeah.
It's just kind of chilled.
So the stitch along that I'm doing with Priscilla and Chelsea's channel, Country Cottage Needleworks for a Snowfall. I'm going to continue working on this one on Wednesday and Thursday. So cute. I really am enjoying this one a lot. I'm looking forward to getting back to it. Oops. And
this
here's
is the one
where
with
I
the
am.
fancy floss, right?
Yep, fancy floss for the letters. And the leaves and stuff. So hopefully I can get the rest of the verse done. At least the minimum's my goal.
I got the needle minder to stick to the metal in the computer.
I'm sorry if we're kind of slow today. It's just late afternoon, and Autumn had to go to a
bunch of presentations.
Yeah, she had a bunch of presentations to do for a program that her high school does. She went down to the middle school to explain that. So we're kind of...
I'm out of it. I know.
We are low energy.
The plus side is I'm not nervous. That's been kind of killed out of me today. After about time number 5, I started to get a little...
Then on Friday, Saturday, I'm going to continue on with the border of the seasonal streets from Side Needlecrafts. And here is where I got to.
I love that needle minder. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's that cute. That's also down Sunshine Lane. Most of my needle minders are from there since I'm in the club.
But they always have really cute ones.
Let me find the picture. Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh, maybe I didn't do the whole picture. Maybe I didn't bother to print that out.
I don't think you did.
Well, here's part of the border.
You'll have to print it out because we're doing a thing with people now, Mom.
Yeah, I should have printed it out. I guess I was just trying to save
ink.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, that will be Friday and Saturday. So that, I figure 2 days a week on each of my stitch-alongs will get me finished in about 2027. So.
Oh, I'll be almost 30 then.
Ah! That means, yeah, we won't go there. Okay, so that's what I did. That's what I'm going to work on. Which means we are to the fun part, for us anyway, because we went shopping and got some haul. And I think I'll just start with some of my patterns, and then Autumn can do some of hers, and then I'll finish off with some more of my patterns, because I got patterns. Because I really like them. I can't be the only one. Anyway, I'm going to start. The first one I got is All Is Bright from the trilogy. And those, I love it. The only thing I wish it had is a cardinal or something on the lamppost.
Well, that would make it perfect.
Wouldn't that make it perfect? But I like it so simple and just...
I think it's too small to have like a cardinal.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It would just be like 2 stitches, and it'd be like, what?
Here, I'm handing
What
this to
is
you.
that?
Then I finished getting all of the Little House Needleworks Hometown Holidays, but I don't remember which ones I've showed you and which ones I didn't, so we'll just kind of flip through these pretty quickly. Oh, more stuff.
I needed somewhere to put it.
More stuff. Okay, Hometown Holiday Series. This is number 1, My House. Maybe I should have Autumn take them out of the plastic, and then she can put them back in as we look at them. And then
You'll probably hear lots of crinkles.
Oh no, would that be too annoying?
I don't think so.
Anyway.
You couldn't hear it when I just opened one just now.
My House. This is number 2, Main Street Station, which we may have shown because I remember saying something about the train. Love the train.
Yeah, we both did because I like the train.
Yep. And this is number 3, Caroling Quartet.
Oh, I like this next one that I'm taking out.
Don't get out of us, Autumn.
I won't.
So here we go. Caroling Quartet. Oh, Sweet Shop.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
Yeah, it's got little like candy cane.
You keep putting your elbow around.
Well, I'm trying to show what...
Oh, and I like...
Here, I'm going to start putting it in front of my face. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, well, I look exhausted is what I
we both look exhausted. I don't know. All right, number 5 is Toy Store. I think there are 12. I want to say there are 12 of these, so hang in there. We got a few more to go through. I was trying to see what the toy... Oh, Rocking Horse. Trying to see what the toy was in there. All right, here we go. Town Church.
I like that one.
I love. Yeah, me too.
I inherited your love of old churches, I guess.
Yeah, and it's even got the nativity off to the side. Love.
Oh, I like this one too. It has a little cardinal on the tree.
Ah, number 7 is the Firehouse.
You're over here.
Oh, how funny. It's got a dog by the fire hydrant. The Dalmatian. How funny. All right, I have a weird sense of humor, but I think that's kind of funny.
You have a cute sense of humor.
Yeah, well, maybe not today. All right, the Firehouse. And this one is number 8, the Florist. Pretty.
Oh, I like this next one.
Autumn's got to stop getting ahead of us here.
Okay, well, I have no choice but to get ahead, thank you.
Well, that's true. You need to be one step ahead, huh? Okay, so that's the Florist.
Keep this a moving.
Yeah. Oh, the pet store. No wonder Autumn liked this one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, the pet store. There we go. It is cute. And I like the dog bone on the house, on the storefront. That's funny. Oh, I think we did show this one too. This is the tree lot. Because I had my little red truck that I got just for Christmas this year. Which I loved. Oop. We almost have a, what do you call it? I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Forget that. Nobody knows what I'm trying to say.
Explain it.
I don't know, like a factory kind of thing. Yeah, never mind. This is the schoolhouse. And the swings is what I always played on. I love them. I'd race out there to try to get there as fast as I could. My
I did
favorite.
that too in elementary school. Those were the best.
They were the
Felt
best.
like you were flying.
Yep, and I used to go high. And the diner. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Was that the last one?
No.
Oh, there's way
You
more than
have
12. I don't know.
like a 4 or 5 more?
I have no idea. Okay, well, we know we at least have 13. This is the bookstore. This is my store.
It's a shame that I don't like that one as much as the others, though. And I
Yeah,
like
but it's
bookstores.
2 stories. That means lots of books.
That's true.
So, you know, we're happy about that.
Oh, I like this one.
This is Grandma's house.
I feel like I'm making a weird face as I do this.
Oh, you want me to go back to putting that in front of you?
I feel like I'm making weird faces.
I like this one too. I like all of these, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought them all. And then this is the last one. This is number 15, the Needlework Shop. Kind of like how that one's finished. Different. Okay. So there are 15 in that series, and yes, I did. I got them all, and that's all we'll say about that. Because more is coming next month with my blue fabric. Okay, this is also Little House Needleworks. This is Winter Wonderland. Priscilla and Chelsea were doing another kind of stitch along because they all finished the Forest Snowfall, and I'm like, well, if I finish, then I'll do this one. Probably won't happen because 2 days a month doesn't really get me going fast, but that's okay. And this last one is from a company that I've not heard of before, but I just was browsing on Down Sunshine Lane where I got some of the Hometown Holiday stuff, and it just sort of popped up as something new, and I liked it. So this, I haven't stitched it, obviously, so I don't know how the pattern is. But it's from the Little Stitcher, and it's called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And I love the idea of the Santa Claus and the reindeer on a banner over the town. I am so going to do that someday.
That is really cute.
Isn't that a neat idea? I really like that.
You keep going. I have to finish zipping all this stuff up.
Oh, I do have more.
Yeah, you have more.
On Etsy, there was a really big sale on the Gift of Stitching magazine, which was an online magazine a few years ago, and I think they were selling them for $1.50 a magazine for this online downloadable magazine. Bless you. So I picked up a few, but I only had enough ink to print out one. So you'll see some more next week. I ran out of glue. Yeah. Probably cost me more in ink to print it than it did the magazine, I'm sure. But this one is from, in fact, I'll have Autumn link the Etsy shop in case you're interested in any of these magazines. Because this one is the one I printed out, but I also got one that's got like Prairie Schooler, which is one I wanted. And then a Christmas ornament one, and then one that just had, I thought, a cute little seaside seahorse scene on the front, so I picked that one up too. So I think I got 4, maybe 5. But this is the Gift of Stitching, and I got this one because I liked the Sandra Orton on the front of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
That is one of the few Santa Clauses that doesn't have a weird face.
I know, isn't that cute?
I feel like most Santa Clauses look really weird, but that one doesn't.
But it's really thick, so I put it in 2 different, so you can see it's a full magazine. It's an actual downloadable magazine, and I don't remember, well, this is 2006. This is issue 10, November 2006. I don't remember how many there were, but for $1.50, I got one real good pattern. I got some Prairie Schoolers and stuff, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, and now that is enough of me because I don't need any more stuff, except, of course,
you got some.
I got some more stuff, and that's not my fault. It's because I had to get fabric. Yeah.
You can't be blamed.
I can't be blamed for that. Nobody can be blamed for that if you go on 1, 2, 3 stitch because your fabric is too short. Right? Am I right?
Right.
Get me off the hot seat, Autumn.
So, Joann's had a sale of like these little charm things. See if I can't get it to like focus on it.
Oh, that looks good.
These are little Alice in Wonderland books. I want to make them into a needle minder because my mom has some of those needle minder magnets and some E6000.
That's probably school. That's right.
Probably. And so I want to make these into a needle minder and stick it onto my Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, because this says, what does it say? One's Through the Looking Glass.
And one's Alice's.
With the white rabbit. That's cute.
Yeah, it's just the titles of the book and a little book thing. Yeah, they look like little books. I don't think you can see that very well there, but they look like little books.
Yeah, they're
little
thick
pages.
a little bit,
yeah,
too.
Little fake pages in there. You
and
can't
nice
open
flat.
them, but... And then this one was like 60 cents before I started taking off the...
She wanted to see how much it was originally.
Yeah, so I always do that.
So when she got home, she started taking it all off.
I like to see how much it goes down.
It went down a lot.
It's just kind of cute. It's another kind of fantasy thing.
What does it say?
Dwarves and elves and fairies and giants and gnomes and trolls and ogres and trolls. Oh my. And then I guess I'll show these two in tandem. So I guess I'll just
it's okay.
Show this one first.
I love that.
I think it's just really pretty.
Oh, I wish it would stop moving.
Stop moving. It started
I made it worse.
and then you made it worse. There we go. You can't see it very well, but the inside, the colors are really pretty.
Yeah,
they're closer. Zoom in by moving.
That's Autumn's phrase for getting closer. Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Zoom. And this is another one that was
and
really
I think this will work for a needle minder.
This one was also really, really cheap. It's really flat on the back. And I always like turquoise. I always have. It's one of my favorite kind of.
Yeah, and it's so stones. Southwestern and stuff inspired. It's really pretty. And
so I got it to make a needle minder for these two.
Yeah, because she's got the needle minder bug, so it has to match her project.
If I can, and since that was like 60 cents,
she worked all summer.
Yes. So I got the Native American angel, so I finally have all of the around the world angels.
That one was a pain to find.
It was, because they're not in print anymore, and I guess this is one of the more rare.
Yeah, some of them are going pretty pricey.
Yeah, this one was also pretty pricey.
But not as bad. She was able to use Christmas.
Yeah, I got a Christmas gift card from some people for Amazon.
So that was nice.
It was still really expensive, though.
For a chart,
yeah.
But now she has it.
But now I have it. It's the last one. And I don't know if I would have dropped so much money, except this one's like one of my favorites.
That's her favorite. Yep.
So
that's probably next on the list to do, huh?
Probably. I'm kind of terrified because it's huge. I'll see. Can I unfold it without showing you guys the pattern?
Yeah, the whole thing is a pattern.
Yes, the entire thing.
That's big for Autumn.
The pattern.
Yep.
So I'm kind of intimidated by it.
It's one stitch at a time. One stitch at a time.
And it has beading.
That's right. I forgot it had beading.
It has some on her dress, and there's some here. Those are the really easy ones to see. There's some on her dress, like there and.
Yes, but Autumn is a beading pro now.
I have beaded.
Since you have beaded, we could say you're experienced beader. Maybe not a pro.
And then you got this one, which is the Southwestern Angel.
It's 6 designs in there.
There's 6 designs in here, but this is really the only one I want.
You could show the rest though, just so people could see if they want the pattern themselves.
This is only like, I don't know, $6, $8 on Etsy. No. Something like that.
I got off on eBay.
Or eBay.
For a couple bucks. Yeah. It wasn't that much money.
It's really cheap. There's Southwestern Angel. I don't remember what she's called. I think they have pictures of them in here.
With the names. They do.
Here we go.
Oh, that's nice big.
And so there's this one, which is Woodland Angel. And then the other one's the Angel of the Garden, or Garden Angel. And I kind of like her dress. I wouldn't stitch it personally, but I like the dress. And Guardian Angel. I also like her dress, but I don't know why, but children in cross-stitch always kind of unnerve
We
me.
had that conversation a few weeks ago.
Well, they're kind of creepy looking.
But anyway, she wanted it for the Southwestern
Yeah.
Angel to go with her. I don't know what international angels.
Yeah.
Is what we'll call them. So.
Well, that's what they are. They're like angels of the world. And then here's the Celestial and Candyland. They look very similar, which is kind of amusing to me because one's like, oh, look at all the stars, and the other one's just, I have peppermints everywhere. but they look alike. It just kind of amuses me.
All right, well, we got through.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of stuff, and yeah, we'll have a lot of stuff next month too. It wasn't intentional, but
I don't know if I'll have anything next month, but
you can have some of mine to show, so I don't feel so out of control.
I think I just shook the table and by extension shook the camera. I'm sorry if I did.
Well, it wouldn't be our channel if it didn't get a little bit of
movement. But I mean, the lighting's already kind of bad, so I just assumed we were good.
Yeah, because it's so dark out from the rain.
Yeah.
That we decided we should go ahead and do this because we wanted to show our haul. And because next week is first week flip through.
Yeah, so we couldn't do both. That would be like an hour long.
That would be overwhelming, and we don't. Yeah, an hour. Probably. Nobody can watch us for an hour.
No, we're the best in small doses.
Yeah. People like us in smaller doses. Okay. Anyway, Afghan updates real fast. It's out of this book, and here is the pattern, or the finished. It's called Romance, and I'm looking for a new one of these because this is definitely ripped up, but you can't find them.
It's probably been out of print for a while.
Oh, yeah, it has. Sometimes you can find them online, but
yeah.
Anyway, here we go. I am on, I brought it so I could see what row I'm on. I am now on row 19.
Out of 100 and something.
105. But look, it's getting there. You could kind of see the pattern starting to emerge.
And I love it. It will look better than my sister's Afghan.
We won't.
I'm only saying that in case she's watching, Mom.
That's a slam on my crochet abilities right there.
No. They both look amazing. I'm just saying that mine's better.
There's where we got to on that. And, like I said, you're going to get tired of that. I'm sorry. We'll probably all get tired, me included.
I won't, because I'm excited.
I did walk. Autumn, you have mine.
It's buried.
They threw us out. Autumn and I walked on. I walked on.
Well, you walked on. I just meandered around to school all day.
I only went 20 miles. No, that's not. I thought I went more than that. Yeah,
they were stuck together. I didn't want to rip it.
25.1 miles. We're in the middle of Nevada. Not in the middle. We barely started in Nevada. It's the loneliest highway. And so we made it to a place called, I can't remember.
Ooh, you can't see it very well.
Connors Pass. It's up high.
This is a kind of dark picture and bad lighting.
That
says Connors Pass. It's not just a giant black silhouette.
Yeah, it's the sign. And you can see it goes up high, and look how scary those edges are. So I'm walking on the inside. Yeah, pretty.
It is really pretty.
Yeah, probably since I'm walking the loneliest highway, we're going to see a lot of nature kind of scenes instead of cities, which is beautiful. So I'll probably want to do that someday. Highway 50, Pony Express. Yeah, can you see how many miles I have left to go?
Yeah, I just want to show this again because I really like it. But I'm a sucker for maps, so
we have a lot more to go. Yep. We still have
358.3 miles.
358.3, so I hope you're not tired of Nevada because we're going to be there for a while, especially when it's I didn't get to walk yesterday or today because it's raining. So hopefully the weather will turn and we can get out there. I don't mind walking when it's not freezing, a little bit of cold, but the rain, wet dog, no thank you. Wet Laura?
Our dogs already smell bad enough. They don't need the help.
Yeah, they do. Especially after the hike. I actually finished quite a few books. Autumn picked this one out for me. This is Signs. Well, I'm not going to talk very long about them because there are quite a few of them. Signs in the Blood, Vicki Lane. This was about Appalachian Town, a lady who moved there and a murder, of course, because I'm a big mystery fan. And I enjoyed it. It was very interesting, and it was interesting reading about the culture, and I enjoyed it. Anyway.
Did you ever tell them how me and Corinne ended up picking up your book?
No, we could do that next video. We'll do that next video.
We'll show them
Yeah, we'll show you what I had them do, because it's fun for me. All right, and now, I've been reading an Agatha Christie a month, trying to read all of her books. I read They Came to Baghdad. This was written in the 1950s, and it was basically more of a spy kind of thing than a murder mystery. It was okay, not my favorite of hers, but the setting was unique, and I found that fascinating. And then this book, wow. This was The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. Really, really, really liked this one. And again, this one was a surprise at how
I did well. I picked it off the bookshelf.
But I was surprised I liked it because it was told from 2 points of views, and that's okay, but it was like 2 pages per chapter with each person, and that was a quick change, in setting and stuff. But this author really, really did it. I gave it 4 stars. Really interesting. Kind of a at the end, but well worth the ride to get there. I liked it. All right, there, quick, fast. Autumn.
I feel like my one book's kind of pathetic.
That's because you left yours in the locker again.
That's true. It's never gonna
We got an egg.
I think it's just always gonna remain. Mechanical Failure by Joe Zyja.
Let's see. Maybe.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a sci-fi book. It has kind of, I guess Terry Pratchett-esque kind of humor in it. It was really easy read, but it was fun to go through. I enjoyed it.
That was fast. We did good.
Yeah, look at us. Chugging along.
So, we still have one more section, which we like to call, Who Knew?
Oh, Mom.
I thought that worked out well.
Oh, that sounded so great.
In case you didn't notice, this was our Flosstube number 13. Unlucky number 13. And I was like, I didn't really ever know why we always thought number 13 was unlucky. So, and then I said Autumn, and she didn't know.
I always assumed it was because of gambling, because you can't ever actually get 13. But apparently that's not it. So.
That's not it. So we Googled it and went to was it the History Channel?
History.com. It was history.com.
History.com, and they had a really interesting article, and we'll link that for you. And basically, there's a couple of different ideas, but the main one is from the Last Supper, being that there were 12 plus 1, the 13th being Judas Iscariot, so 13th is the unlucky number. And it's interesting because there's also a Norse mythology version with the 12 of them, and then Loki comes, right?
Yes,
Loki comes, and he's the 13th, the unlucky. So that was really interesting. Yeah. So there were a few more things that could have been. There was a Knights Templar thing that had to do with it, I guess. And there was
the idea of the ancient perfection of 12, and then 13's just kind of there.
Yeah. And I also read an interesting stat that 80% of the buildings in the United States do not have a 13th floor. They do not call it the 13th floor. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's like trying to sell something that has 666 in it. So that doesn't go very well.
Really interesting in the history of the number 13. So you should check it out. We'll put that on there because it's interesting. Anyway, so we'll link that, and we said we're going to link something else.
The Etsy store with
the Etsy store.
Magazine.
So we'll link the Etsy and the history, and I guess that's it. We'll see you next week with First Week Flip Through, and hopefully some updates from both of us, right? If she has time. It's busy since she's a senior.
Well, this was end of quarter stuff, so I was busier than usual.
Yeah. All right. See you next week. Bye.